up, Bloody Nerdigans? This is the one and only Packer Girl 89. Today's Anime Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Fruits Basket 2019, Season 1, Episode 3, titled Let's Play Rich Man, Poor Man. And where we're starting off adaptation-wise is with Chapter 8's adaptation of the manga. And I'm telling you guys, I am really fucking concerned. Because TMS Entertainment promised a perfect manga to anime adaptation for Fruits Basket. And so far, definitely hasn't been a perfect manga to anime adaptation. The only perfect manga to anime adaptation I've seen in spring 2019 is Diamond No Ace Act 2. And I'm talking about matching panel for panel, all the dialogue, narration, inner monologues, everything's there. The soundtrack's on point. Like, everything that a manga to anime adaptation should be. And fuck, even a little bit more, because we get, like, even some cool filler in Diamond No Ace Act 2. That's the only one that I've seen. And that's very, very disappointing, because I know TMS Entertainment can do better than this. And I'm going to also say this right now, too, for those of you that are probably saying that I'm too much of a purist. But usually I don't care, like, what order we go in when it comes to manga to anime adaptations, as long as all the lore is there, as long as the message that the mangaka is getting across is there, as long as that's there and the writing doesn't feel disjointed, usually I don't give a fuck. But when I'm promised a perfect manga to anime adaptation, I expect it to be a perfect manga to anime adaptation. Ugh. But god damn it, TMS Entertainment, this is so disappointing so far. But anyway, let's just get to we're starting off with Chapter 8's adaptation of the manga. Let's just get to it. So basically, we're not getting any narration at all. We're not even getting the opening scene. We're just going straight to the meeting, and it's just like, I'm kind of annoyed because like how the first panel is set up and also the narration, it's just a good setup, which is, you know, we got the cultural festival is ready to start. The school is filled with energy. Our class 1D is the same, filled with energy. And also, like, I don't know if this is a mistranslation in the anime or not, but Yuki was supposed to say, we already passed the health inspection. The rice ball booth can proceed smoothly. What, like, in the anime, he just said the class voted for the rice ball booth. Like, you know, I would have been fine if you would have had that line, you know, about the class voting for the rice ball booth on top of the passing the health inspection. I would have been fine with that, but yeah, this is just ridiculous. Also, this was skipped. Rice ball, my fate seems to have rice ball as a part. And also, we don't see, like, the atmosphere going on in the classroom, because, like, we have people chatting and all this. Uo is, like, asleep on the desk. We're not getting any of that. It's just really frustrating. Also, Uo-chan's pipe is supposed to have blood on it? Yeah, I think TMS censored us, which is really unusual because in Yowamushi Pedal, oh man, there was a lot of blood, but we didn't get censored from that shit. No, we didn't. Another problem I'm having, and I should have mentioned this as well, and well, it should have been a given anyway when I said panel for panel, is that TMS Entertainment is not matching the clothes that, you know, the characters are wearing. Like, Kyo's always wearing the same shit. No! Kyo's supposed to be wearing, like, the black fall uniform / winter uniform that everyone else is wearing, and he's not. He's wearing the short sleeve, and it's unbuttoned and stuff. As sexy as Kyo does look, it's incorrect. I mean, again, something that TMS Entertainment did in Yowamushi Pedal was they actually matched the clothes correctly too. So it's just like, it's just baffling to see this. So this was skipped too. I have to attend the representative meeting. Please find some wood. I understand. I have a question. Yuki, I have a question too. Yes, Yuki, this. And like, we're supposed to see this buildup of anger, and that's when the cats are supposed to come. And I'm just like, what? Where is this? And also there's supposed to be like all these like hearts behind Kyo as well, because of all the love for the cute kitties. But like, I would have loved to see like an angry aura or something around Kyo besides the annoyed symbols. That would have been nice. But also, like, Kyo's supposed to fucking kick down the door, not punch it down. And this is when he says, I don't know anything. Something that is bothering me, and again, this is in regards to utilizing the animation, is that with Hana, like, I think they did a better job, TMS did a better job with it, like, the past couple of episodes, but, like, this week at the 1 minute 36 second mark, when we see like her, you know, her sensing the shit and stuff like that, it doesn't like, it just, you see like the, like just a symbol for it. Like you don't see, like in the manga panel, you see like this aura going on in the panel. And I'm just like, where is that here? We saw it. I know we saw it in episode 1. I know we did. And I really wish we would have it like, we would have something consistent going on. But whatever. I'm just so disappointed right now. And also like the other thing that's been bugging me, and it happens a lot lately in anime hair, is because there's not enough line work in the hair, the character's hair loses a lot of volume, and it looks really, not only does it look flat, it looks really stiff. And it's really been bugging me, but goddamn, it really is bugging me right now. Eee, Kitty Kyo! Yay! Kyo says here, whatever, they just show up around me. In the manga, what it says here, who knows, they love to chase me around and not let go. Maybe it's same kind wants to stay together, and I kind of wish they would have had it. But yeah, they have the lot, and the thing is, and this is why I hate when we go out of order like this, especially when we're supposed to be perfect manga to anime adaptations, is because Kagura gets mentioned, and we haven't gotten Kagura introduced yet. Because the line is, yeah, isn't it great? What's so great? This one time when I was talking with Kagura near a mountain, we suddenly got surrounded by several pigs. I thought I was going to be their lunch. Like, it's just, meh. TMS, you could have done so much with this. You could have done like the thing I picture when I see this, when I hear Kyo's dialogue, or when I read Kyo's dialogue, is like what TMS did for Komari's content. Like that, you know, that darkness that you felt, that you saw around Komari, that aura. Like, I really, really wanted to see something like that here. And it's just not, because Komari's backstory was so sad, and I really wanted to see something like that here, but, or at least like for the flashback, like at the 2 minute 51 second mark, like, yeah, have, you know, Yuki be in the light, but like have the contrast of Kyo being in the dark. But here's the thing, I just, where again, going out of order is a problem, because like after this, let's finish this portion of the adaptation and see where we're going with this, and then I'll give you my thoughts on it. I understand why they put the opening song where they did, because in chapter 4's adaptation, we're going to hear Yuki's, you know, how Yuki is feeling and shit like that. But the thing is, and this is what bothers me about going out of order like this, and I feel like the reason why that TMS wants to do this is because chapter 8 is when Momoji's introduced, and they just want to get Momoji introduced like right away. And that, as much as, and I love Momoji, he's my baby, but still, like, couldn't you just wait? I mean, like, fuck, I would have rather had, like, I would have rather waited for Momoji than to rush this. Or fuck, you could have done, like, if you would have done chapter 4's adaptation and then then do chapter 8 or something else. But, like, I really hate that you're doing it this way, TMS, because you cut off this really good inner monologue by doing this. But whatever, we'll see what direction they're going in next. So after the opening song, we go back to the start of chapter 4's adaptation of the manga. This was skipped. Autumn is the fact they're not acknowledging that it's autumn, which really is bugging me. What the fuck? Because then you get this dialogue skip. How does autumn have to have anything to do with Poor Man? For us, it's extremely popular. It doesn't have anything to do with me. This is all skipped. Also, everyone's not in their fall uniforms, and this is really. Why are they not in the right uniforms? This is ridiculous. At least like this, you know, the 5 minute, like 2-3 second mark is perfect. Like when this is when Kyo says, "You're on, gangsta girl." I like that. That part is done really nicely. Even Yuki's in the wrong uniform. I know I shouldn't be talking about, you know, the clothes and outfits so much, but yeah. And also this soundtrack is like, where is it? Come on. Now we're getting a little bit of creativity here at the 7 minute 21 second mark. I like that we got the Zodiac animals here. It looks cool. Like, I need more of this. And also, like, this soundtrack is just lacking. Where is it? God damn it. Yeah, we're getting the, we'll say this. Yes, we're getting the comedy track, but like, I need more, especially when we get to the emotional stuff. We better be getting more. Okay, at the 7 minute 44 second mark, when Yuki says, "Whenever I see you, I just feel so agitated," or in this case, he said, "My blood boils." I don't believe it. I'm talking about animation wise. I don't believe it. It like, because in the manga, when you look at it and when you see the panel, like you see like it's like a side 3/4 profile, and you have this dark aura surrounding Yuki. And I really wish we would be I wish TMS was utilizing this aura, because there's so much symbolism going on there. Because there's this darkness surrounding Yuki throughout this series. And it's just so disappointing. Like, it could be I would be and fuck, we saw it like in the first episode with the rats. Like, just give me a purple aura and I would be fine with that. That would work so well. It doesn't have to be black. It could just be like a purple aura. And because it would just be so perfect for this. And it's just so disappointing that we're not seeing like the it's just, let me reword it this way. It's disappointing, and it happens a lot in Black Clover. It's disappointing, or Black Clover's anime adaptation. It's disappointing when I feel more emotion from the manga panel than the actual anime adaptation itself. And it's really unusual because when TMS adapted Yowamushi Pedal, it was the complete opposite. You felt the emotions coming through the anime more. They like, it was, oh my god, how they visually did it was just so beautiful. And also the voice acting was a shit ton better too. I don't get me wrong, I like the voice acting we got. Don't get me wrong, but it's not, to me, it's not on the same level as the voice acting we have in we've gotten in Yowamushi Pedals. Again, I don't know what the fuck is going on over at TMS. I don't know if it's because they're divided. Like, some of them are working on Fruits Basket and some of them are working on Dr. Stone. But, oh God, this is just very disappointing because I was hoping we were going to get more like art, especially art-wise, art/animation-wise, you know, minus the CGI, of course. I was hoping we were going to get like more of a Yowamushi Pedal kind of style of, you know, creativity. So this is really, really disappointing. So after the inner monologue about Soma, or no, I keep saying Soma, inner monologue about Yuki, this is at the 8 minute 39 second mark, we jump back to chapter 8's adaptation of the manga, to where and this is where freaking Toru falls, but the difference is she's at wait, where is she? She's at school. I think she's at school, not at work. And also, we're gonna see my baby Momochi in a second. Momochi, my baby! He's at the 8 minute 51 second mark. I love Momochi. Momochi is so precious, and it's so disappointing. Like, oh my god! Like, where's the soundtrack here? Like, this is Also, Momochi shorts are supposed to have a pattern on them. Why do they not have a pattern? Where's the crown background? Where's the flower background? Where's the cuteness? Where is it? Come on, TMS, you are so much better than this. Like, you did it for Kuburagi just fine, but you're not doing it for Momochi? Ugh, I don't get it. I will give you this, that the 18-second mark where Momoji kisses Toru on the cheek is just adorable. And kiss me on the cheek, Momoji, you precious baby. So at around the 9-minute 47 second mark, we jump back to back to chapter 4's adaptation of the manga. I will say this. I'm going to say this right now. If TMS Entertainment did not promise me a perfect manga to anime adaptation, I would be actually kind of fine with this episode because the writing doesn't feel disjointed at all. It actually is flowing pretty well. But damn it, TMS. You shouldn't have promised this. You shouldn't have, okay, TMS, you shouldn't have promised this when Captain Tsubasa 2018 exists, and David Productions definitely did it a lot better than you guys. I know you are definitely trying to do what David Productions did with Captain Tsubasa 2018. I know you guys are. But at the same time, you ain't even close. You ain't even close to doing what David Productions did with Tsubasa 2018. Not on a writing level, not on an animation level. You ain't even fucking close, guys. You need to do better than this. What the line is supposed to be is, I didn't plan to refuse, but there's no way I can be with anyone. That part was skipped. But this animation at the 11-minute 7-second mark right here. I really wish we would have had this art for Kyo's flashback. I really wish we did. But like in reverse, where Kyo is in the dark and Soma's in the light. Or, sorry, I keep saying Soma when I mean Yuki. Yuki's in the light. I really wish we would have had that. And again, you understand why I really feel like that something that I would love to see consistently throughout this anime is like this purple aura surrounding Yuki, especially when he gets angry or at some points because of this darkness that he's in, that he feels like he's in. I really would love to see it. It would just be so nice to see it. I always have to think before I act. That's how it is, was skipped. But, like, there's some parts that of this inner monologue that were definitely, like, reworded. Or, you know, there was word changes to it. And it works. But in some cases, it really didn't. This was skipped. Because I am this way, I can't get rid of my self-pity and cowardice. Why would you skip that? Okay, so what Yuki says here is, this is at the 11-minute 26-second mark. Even if he can't leave the Zodiacs, he can interact naturally with normal people. That's better if you ask me. What the line was in the manga was, if I could leave the 12 Zodiacs, and in return I could generally get along with normal people, I really envy him. I wish I could do that. Let me just make sure. This part was skipped. It was supposed to be, I can change my shape just like him. So whenever I see him wanting to become one of the 12 Zodiacs, I feel really annoyed. That's what the whole line is supposed to be. That, like, the way it was rewritten was just bad. I'm sorry, TMS. It was just bad. And then I always have to think before I act. That's how it is. Was completely skipped. But I will say this, the animation sequence for Yuki's inner monologue was really good. This is good. This is like the TMS that I'm used to when you know, like that I saw when I watched Yowamushi Pedal. This is what I'm used to seeing from TMS. But like, I know they could do so much better than this though. They really could. I know they can. I see how you're doing this now. This flow is good. So now, where we left off in, where we were in chapter 8's adaptation of the manga, where Toru was having, you know, that inner monologue about both Soma and Kyo. Like, this is perfect placement. This is nice. I see what you're doing here. TMS writing wise. It really, really does work. But again, you put this standard on yourself with the manga to anime adaptation shit. The perfect manga to anime adaptation. This isn't a perfect manga to anime adaptation. It's not. But if putting that aside, if you didn't say that was going to be a perfect manga to anime adaptation, this actually works really nicely. I love the 12-minute 29-second mark. It is beautiful. Then right after, Toru finishes the inner monologue, and this is at the 12-minute 39-second mark, we jump back to where, we left off at Chapter 4's adaptation of the manga, and this works so well. Oh, TMS, you should not be saying that you're a perfect manga to anime adaptation when you're not, but like writing-wise, this really works. I really like how we're going with this writing-wise. It's just, again, this is not a perfect manga to anime adaptation. This was skipped. It was Hurricane. This is the wrong season. This year's summer is about to end, so you're in my way. It's rare for me to get such poetic inspiration. What the fuck? And we're not going to get the Kyo is at this moment is sleeping. And whenever it rains, I want to sleep. Why are we not getting this? I wanted to see Kyo sleep because he's adorable. This flute here is just so pretty. Like, I love, there's not, to me, and I think this is maybe because I've been spoiled by really good soundtracks with Sewayaki Kitsune no Senko-san and Diamond no Ace Act 2. It's like, and also to an extent, Kono Oto Tamare. It's like, I feel like we're not, and also Yabushi Pedal did it really well too, is I feel like we're just not getting enough utilization of the soundtrack, and it's a goddamn shame. Flashback was perfect. The soundtrack right now is just, oh, it's giving me the feels. This is good stuff, TMS. This is what I was expecting from you guys. The soundtrack makes me want to cry. You need to use this more. Seriously, TMS. But the thing that's bugging me, and this is like right, this is when Toru says, because you spoke about yourself, it makes me feel like we're getting a lot closer. You see, we got the darkened background, and then you see this light, like this light aura going around Yuki, and I really would have loved to see like a little bit of a transition, like in his aura, like in Yuki's aura, from like this darkness to like light. You could have done something really creative with this, TMS. I'm so disappointed. Honestly, the transition into the next scene was gorgeous, and like the landscape is looking really, really nice too. Like this is the TMS I know. TMS Entertainment is always good at animating landscapes. I go watch Yowamushi Pedal. You will see how they're really good at animating landscapes. I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, this is nothing new for me when I see this stuff. So like when we see the smile from Yuki and we get the sun behind him, I'm kind of torn on this. Like, I want to really like it. I do. But, because like the sun just like came up all of a sudden, so it was kind of like, it's kind of weird for me. But at the same time, like I know the symbolism's there and all that shit, but just the way it happened was just kind of weird. At least for me. Because like in the manga, you just see like this, this light aura just going around him, and it would have been just so cool to like see like just this darkness go away. Because well, like the symbolism is basically the storm turning in, the turbulence of the storm of Yuki's emotions, and like the sun coming out and Yuki, being being happy. So yeah, I understand what TMS is trying to do, but it's kind of not work. I'm torn. It's working and it's not working for me, if that makes sense. Yeah, I know. The first sun is, the first smile that we have from the storm is basically the symbolization of the first time Yuki revealed his, true emotions and all that shit. And the sun is the first time that he revealed his true smile and all that shit. But I know, but I really feel like it could have been done in a different way and it would have worked so much better. Really, we're gonna skip all the lead comedy at the end of chapter 4, really? So we're going into the rice stuff that's in chapter 8. Hold on a second. We're basically leaving off where we're starting where we left off in chapter 8, after Momoji said best. He looks so cute! And this is at the 18-minute 3-second mark. We're at the analogy in regard, as Toru's explained the analogy at the, and this is at the 19-minute 39-second mark. I actually like how this is being executed animation-wise. It looks really good. Ooh, I really like what you're doing here, TMS, especially at the 19-minute 44-second mark. Ooh, it looks good. 19-minute 50-second mark. Okay, this is the TMS that I know. Now, this is the TMS I know. So we pointed out Kyo is supposed to be wearing sweatpants. He ain't supposed to be wearing jeans right now. We did get the end scene from chapter 4! Yay! It's a little different, but I'll take it! Yes! It's Kagura! Oh! Yes! Oh my god, so we ended with chapter 4, at the end of chapter 4's adaptation! Oh my god, Kagura! I see her too! And she sounds perfect! Oh my god, I love Kagura. I can't wait to hear Kagura's bitch voice. Kagura's bitch voice, it's gonna be awesome. So, okay. So putting, what TMS Entertainment said aside about being the perfect manga to anime adaptation, I'm going to put that aside right now, and I'm going to give you my thoughts as, if this was just a regular manga to anime adaptation. As a regular manga to anime adaptation, writing-wise, it was really, really good. I really liked the flow. Writing-wise, it definitely worked really well. The only thing, though, was I wish there was just a little thing with the Momoji content where because Toru mentions a little bit about there was a little content about the pervert, aka my baby Momoji being a little skipped, but and there's also a little bit of the content being skipped from how she met up with Yuki that in chapter 4, but that's okay. Because the flow of the episode worked really, really, really nicely. Other than that, there was some, there definitely was some problems with the writing. I'm hoping it's just bad translation, but, there were some parts that were skipped that I really am not happy about being skipped, especially, for example, from Yuki's, inner monologue in particular. But yeah, but other than that, the writing was pretty good. The only thing that, I gotta say this about the writing, because I'm getting a little concerned in regards to this, is I really feel like, and TMS, please do not do this, I really feel like TMS is starting to go into the direction where it might end up trying to take itself a little too seriously. Fruits Basket might try and take itself a little too seriously. Yeah, yes, you can make the argument. We do have the Toru comedy there. Yes, we do. We do have a little bit of, we do have the bickering between Kyo and Yuki. That's true. But there's the comedy with Shigure was skipped, and there's more than just the comedy of those three characters that were skipped, and writing something got more than the three main characters that are here that I just hope that the TMS doesn't forget about. And with Yowamushi Pedal, they never forgot about that. So I'm concerned, but at the same time, I know I shouldn't be concerned because I've seen them execute it very well in Yowamushi Pedal. Let me talk about the animation. So the thing is with the animation, it's very similar to what I feel like's been going on in a lot of manga to anime adaptations as of late, is that the first half is and the second half are like completely different episodes animation wise, because like the first half, like the animation, it definitely isn't going far enough at all, and then the second half, like there's a little bit more going for it. Would I say it's on par with like what Kono Ototomare does? Oh no, it's not. It's not Kono Ototomare quality. Oh god, what Platinum Vision did with Kono Ototomare is, woo! It was a completely different level of gorgeousness in the Sakuga direction, but but I will say this: I'll give TMS props that it's that like unlike in the first half of Kono Ototomare when like things were a little stiff, we don't have any stiffness here. But the thing is and I'm gonna say this is the problem that's like consistent throughout this episode animation wise, is that TMS is just not going far enough. They're not going for it, and it's really annoying, especially since you're saying that you're going to be a perfect manga to anime adaptation. You're not matching the clothes, but like putting that aside, if you're not gonna give a shit about the clothing, you got to really step it up with the art and like give like the give us the symbolism that the manga is giving us, and like when something's bad, like in art style wise, when you're feeling more of the emotion from the actual manga than you are in the anime, that's kind of a problem. So I'm hoping TMS kind of fixes this a little bit, because I know they can do it, because I've seen them do it before, especially like in Yowamushi Pedal, where like for example, like when you feel like oh, they're good at doing evil shit. That I'm gonna give that as an example. Like when for their villain in Yowamushi Pedal, you feel like the evilness. Like you could feel it, and you could see it. Not only see it in the animation, you could hear it in the voice act. The voice actor was perfect. You could see it in the animation. You could see it like everything down to the movements. It was perfect. I would love to see that here. Not like villainy wise, but I'm like talking about just like in general. You don't have to have auras. You don't have to do that. But I'm just saying, like, utilize the animation. I know what they're doing with this. I was hoping we were going to get, because this is a reboot. Again, as I said at the beginning, I was hoping it was going to be kind of like Captain Tsubasa 2018, where the animation was going to be like enhanced, and we were going to get like especially, oh my god, I swear David Productions really raised the bar when it comes to reboots, because goddamn, or not just reboots, but like remasters in general. Because what they did with Captain Tsubasa 2018 is just a goddamn masterpiece, and it's just disappointing that we're not getting this from TMS Entertainment. And also, they need to utilize their soundtrack a little bit more, because the soundtrack we got here is really nice, and it just needs to be utilized a little bit more. But I'm very curious what you guys think, because like is this a perfect manga to anime adaptation that TMS promised us? Fuck no, it isn't. Is it a good one? Yeah, it is. It's a good, for what it is, it's actually good. Is it like top tier? Like, would I say is it better than like would I say is it on par with like Kono Ototomare, Sawayaki, Kitsune no Senko-san, or like Kimetsu no Yaiba? I would say it's maybe a little bit better than Kimetsu no Yaiba because of the facial expressions, maybe, but I can't say that it's on par with like I can't say it's on par with Sawayaki Kitsune no Senko-san, even though Doga did the same exact thing writing wise, where we went back and forth between two chapters, but the difference is they really utilized that soundtrack beautifully. And yeah, they could have done more with the animation, but they really utilized that soundtrack like gorgeously. But would I say that Fruits Basket's in my top 5 right now? Ooh, that's a good question. I don't know if I could say if it's in my top 5. If it's in my top 5, it would probably be at number 5, if anything. Because I'm sorry, like I'm watching really the amount of quality manga to anime adaptations I'm watching this season is really insane, and yeah, Madhouse really set the bar this season with Diamond no Ace-Act too. I really, the thing that I'm really hoping that TMS is going to do is yeah, the writing is working for me to an extent, but I really just want them to really go for it with the animation. Just do something. Give me some creativity. And do it throughout the whole episode. Come on. Very curious what you guys think. I'm very happy that I got to see my baby Momoji. I love his voice actor, and he is pure cuteness and adorableness. But I'm very curious what you guys think. Like, how do you guys think they did? TMS did this episode at putting aside that they said it was going to be a perfect manga to anime adaptation. How do you guys feel that they did? Do you think that they're going for it enough, or do you think they're kind of holding back like I do? And when it comes to animation, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. if you love what I'm doing and want to help keep this channel alive so I could keep bringing you more Fruits Basket content. There's a few ways you could do that. You could donate to my PayPal, Patreon, GoFundMe, purchase something off my Amazon wishlist. All that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow me on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, friend me on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. Till next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later. Bye.